Hello, friends and enemies. It's me, V. For those of you who don't know, do not repost people's nudes. That's a violation. It's a fucking violation. It's revenge porn. It's not cute. It's fucking disgusting. Now, let me Quentin Tarantino shit back. For those of you who don't know, there have been a lot of challenges. There was the Busset Challenge, which I wanted to take part of but couldn't. And then there was the Silhouette Challenge. Silhouette Challenge, what is that? Glad you asked. Essentially, someone, they would be nude, or at least appear to be nude, and they would be in a red light filter. So you wouldn't see them, you would just see their silhouette. Thus, Silhouette Challenge. The issue, because we can't have nice things, the issue is that there were a bunch of guys who were like, hey, I want to see this woman nude or see if they're nude. And so they, because there's several assholes, they all went, downloaded an app, and then put it on Twitter, Facebook about, hey, here's how you can see these women's nudes. So these women are them being shown. The whole point of it was, in good fun. Silhouette. And there have been some people who have been like, oh, well, who cares? Those women wanted attention, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. Just because someone is, doing a challenge or whatever, doesn't mean they want people to then post, to take the steps into downloading this app, then taking the footage, changing the saturation and the light source so you can see them naked. That's all some bullshit. That is fucked up. It is not cute. It is disgusting. These assholes did it, and they thought, oh, well, I can do it. And they're the same ones that I would put on as a pedestal of, I hope you never get laid again. I hope anybody that wants to fuck with you knows how much of a shitty asshole you are. Because when you take someone's nudes and you post them on the internet, that is revenge porn. What you are telling other people and saying about yourself is that you are an asshole. You are a fucking asshole who will take someone when they're in their vulnerable, them being vulnerable. And you're essentially saying, hey, I know that you're sharing this with me and only me, but I'm just gonna, if it is a loved one, and by loved one, I mean partner, you're telling them, hey, I'm gonna show your nudes around to, all of the people on the internet because I'm upset with you. So that tells me that you're insecure about yourself, you're petty as fuck, and I should not trust you, because if you did that to this woman, what the fuck means that you won't do it to me? Or your next partner who might be non-binary or might be a guy. I wouldn't fucking trust you. I wouldn't even trust you with jobs, because if you've shown yourself to be petty for this shit because someone broke up with you, what's to say you don't do something more fucked up? Do not share people's nudes. Especially on the fucking internet. And here's the thing, it's not just nudes. There are some people I know that are sex workers. Is it by choice? For a few of them, yes. For others, it's necessity. And by sex work, I mean they've done cam girls because they were like, look, I'm not making as much money as I currently would, and this supplies them. Others, they're trying to break out of being like the shy, innocent, quote-unquote innocent person, and they want to try something different. Hey, you do you. What I do not like, and I think I talked about this before, is when the viewers or trolls take screenshots. They then put the face into finding out where this person recognizes this person's face, and then they post it. They fucking post it. They find the person's actual face, and then they post it to these people's family members in emails and messages saying, hey, this is your sister. This is your daughter. Hey, this is blah, blah, blah. Why? Are you that much of a fucking monster that you think it's funny to do that shit? And I know people are like, it's full of lulz. No, it's not. It's showing that underneath You are an insecure piece of shit who should fucking die. If you are doing that shit where you are outing people who are doing sex work because and some people love to say, well, it's the kids. I'm protecting the kids. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Because the kids don't know shit. The kids aren't looking up their teacher being like, oh, is she nude, blah, blah, blah. No. The kids are like, oh, I hate my teacher. She's such a bitch, whatever. Or he's such a prick. Blah. That's what they're thinking. The teacher is not being like, hey, I want to show you sexy things. No, the teacher is trying to work their ass off for your fucking little brats, and you have the audacity to look up porn and then be like, oh, I see this person that I know, I'm gonna out them. And it's not just porn. I'm talking also about erotica. I know some people who've written erotica. I know some people who have voice acted in erotica, and it has pissed me off that the people that I like and have followed that were in erotica have had to go in hiding because people mention them. There was a couple of people where they made a post and said, I can no longer do this because even though I was getting paid for this from Patreon and other places, someone found my voice. They then told my sister or my mother, or said to me, I know who you are, ha 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 ha. So now I have to delete everything to save myself. Like, you, and to the woman who cost me, like, you don't understand, bitch. I'm calling you a bitch because you're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. I'm calling you that because your twattiness has cost me 3 readers that were very good at their job of making the interest of erotica open for people. There were a lot of women and men who would write to these people, and we would post like, hey, you're really good, and I don't listen to it, but now I'm interested in listening to it, and maybe throwing out ideas and whatever. It was safe. These people are just saying, they're just reading from a script. The majority of them were just reading from the script. And it would be like, oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And there'd be sound effects and all this stuff. And it was cool. It was awesome. It was like Audible, but for sex. And you took what was good. You took the 3 people that I listened to, and you fucking scared them to the point where they had to delete everything and say, I'm deleting it because of this woman. And you didn't apologize. That's the thing that gets me. When you were called out on your bullshit, you didn't fucking apologize. You laughed. And you said, I don't see what the big deal is. Well, the big deal is not everybody knew. The big deal is the fact that by you saying something, now this other family member knows, which means other people are probably going to find out, which means this person's being outed against their will about sex work. That, let's be frank, not a lot of people are very forgiving towards, and I don't understand, but that's on a totally different subject, which I'll talk about later. But you, ma'am, I hope you wake up and you step on a Lego every single fucking day of your life. I hope that when you have socks on, one of them, you step in something that's liquidy. It's not blood, and it's not shit. But it's something disgusting enough that it just seeps in between your toes. I hope someone keys your car. I hope someone breaks the tires on your car. Not all of them, so they can be replaced, but just enough where you have to, pay for it by yourself and not insurance. I hope someone belches and farts on your pillow every night as you lay your head down. I hope your kids scream, Mom, 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 at you constantly. And they do it in the whiniest of voices that only you can hear. So that's really how I feel right now about outing people. And for the men, the dicks, pricks, and assholes who posted this shit on YouTube, I also want to say, I reported you on Twitter and YouTube. I just want to say, I can't say that. I was going to wish you to have an anal prolapse, but then I was like, no. That's too far. No. I want you to shart yourself in front of people. And no matter how much you take a shower, you still smell the fart and shit. I want you to eat food and have a tooth break off. And it'd be a very good tooth. I want you to walk, and every time you end up walking, your baby toe ends up catching on either your bed or a desk or something that causes you pain. I hope your shin gets kicked in every other day. In fact, I hope it happens 15 to 20 days out of the entire month for 10 years. I hope every time a child sees you, they headbutt you in the dick or they punch you behind the knees so you fall down quickly. I hope children bite you. I really hope that some children come up to you and they'll be acting nice and then they just bite you and they clamp down until their little teeth makes marks that can't go away. And I hope it keeps happening. I hope that you go prematurely bald. I hope that you can never get it up. In fact, I hope you have whiskey dick for the next 5 years to all the assholes who told people on how they could, put down the filter and everything and thought it was funny. And when people called them out and said, that's sick, that's fucked up, they replied, who cares? And the women shouldn't have done it in the first place. Fuck you, dude. And it also turns out there were some teens that were doing this as well. And some of the guys could be charged with child pornography. So that's a thing you could fucking think about. I hope you go to jail. I hope that one of the women that you showed, I can't, no. I hope you go to jail for revenge porn. Originally, I was going to say I hope you go for child pornography charges, but then that means that a minor, unfortunately, would have her porn leaked on the internet forever. I don't want that. I just want you to go to jail. I want you to get your ass kicked while you're in jail. I want you to constantly worry about what people are putting in your food. And let me tell you, I hope it's blood, mucus, snot, whatever, piss. I'll even take pus. I hope it ends up in your food. I hope you eat the food, and then you're told about it. I hope someone serves you cat food. Okay. That's all the things I can think of right now. I will be coming out with my weight loss video, usually on Saturday. My mukbang video, or rather, my issues with the mukbang community video, that is going to be pushed down to next week. Originally, it was supposed to come out this week, but due to the fact that this shit just happened, and I read a thread where people were like, well, the women should have thought about them, and then I was like, oh, hell no. I got to respond now because I'm fucking pissed. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.